So tell us about the first pick.
Well, our first pick, Connor Roberts out of Grey Bruce, he's a big young man with high character and great potential. So our scouts did a terrific job of getting to a lot of games and writing up reports. And as it came down to it, with our philosophy moving forward, this player is going to be a corner piece to our team for many years to come.
We heard a lot about character leading up to this draft. He has that in spades.
Totally does. Yeah, I mean, future leader of our team. I want to make sure that we don't put a lot of pressure on this young man coming in. There's a development process that needs to take place, but we're very pleased to be able to be in a situation where we could pick a player of this caliber.
The philosophy obviously continues that everybody drafted by the Bulldogs has to be taller than the general manager. Another big boy.
Yeah.
Following last year.
Yeah, that's a bonus to us. I mean, we have a number of things that we look at before we look at size. I mean, the fact that he has some size is a bonus for us as well. But the high-end character, the work ethic, the type of player, the type of kid that he is, fits into what we're trying to build here. And he has a future leader. I think he's a leader by example. You'll get to meet the young man. He's a terrific kid. So we're very pleased to be able to get him. Yeah.
Different scouting reports have listed him as an elite scorer or as a two-way defensive forward.
Yeah.
Which one of those is closer to the truth?
I think he has components to all of that, really. I mean, he shoots the puck like a man. He plays like a man. He's got great speed up and down the ice. Like any player, I think the development part of things for him will be just getting into situations here, and his game will start to take off. I think he's got some tremendous upside on the offensive side of things. I think that he's your prototypical power forward. Like, he's going to be able to bring a lot of energy and speed to our lineup, but he's a big body who can protect pucks well and add to our offense eventually. Again, to put a lot of pressure on him for him to come in and try and score goals for us initially is the wrong thing to do. We're going to progress this kid. We're going to have his development first at hand as he progresses.
Do you see him as a center or as a winger?
So he's played center in Grey Bruce minor hockey. When we watched him play junior B, he was on the wing, and at the World Youth Olympics, he played on the wing. So he has the ability to do both. That'll be up to the coaches to find the right fit for him. But again, that type of experience, even that international experience from Hockey Canada, all the reports were glowing about the player. His ability to come into a team environment and contribute in any ways that the coaches had asked for him. So that was another thing that led us to making the selection.
When Terry talked to Dave Gray a couple days ago, he said you guys were down to 4 picks. When was this decided? When did you guys finally say this is our guy?
Finally put the stamp of approval on it yesterday, really. I mean, it's a great crop of players. I think all these young men deserve a lot of credit to be able to get to this level. They've put in a lot of time and effort, and the parents and the family deserve that credit as well. But we wanted to do our due diligence, and we weren't in a hurry to make this selection. We wanted to make sure that we had the guy that fit our program the best, and Connor Roberts is certainly that man.
As for me, did you draft by positional need or by best player that was out there?
We took everything into consideration, but we felt like this was the best player available to us at the number 3 pick.
Steve, this is your first draft as general manager, but you felt it was important to have Matt Strom make that pick. Why?
I think building the culture here, I think that's part of it. This is Matthew Strom was the first pick last year. Connor Roberts coming in will be mentored by Matthew Strom. That's the type of culture that we want to build here. It's team first, and no one player is bigger than the team. And to have Matthew here to be able to make that selection, I think was important to us.
Do you ever think, about where he might fit into your lineup? Do you sort of brainstorm about who you might have chemistry with, those types of things?
I think that crosses your mind, but again, that'll be up to the coaching staff. I think that anytime you have a player that's able to adapt to playing wing or center, I think that they'll be able to find a fit for him. And again, it's part of the progress. I think, what line he starts out and where it will be, that evaluation will go on as we see his progression. So as we saw this year, Matthew Strom's progression was fairly rapid, and he moved up the lineup quickly, but we weren't going to force him into any situations that he felt uncomfortable. I think that's important to the development process at any level. Coming from the National Hockey League, we always kept that in mind. So I think that'll be the same philosophy for us here.
2 years down the road, we could have a line with Matt Strom, Connor Roberts, and Mackenzie and Whistle. How much does that excite you?
That crossed my mind, definitely. All high character kids, who have a passion to play the game, and that's what we're building the Hamilton Bulldogs on. Those types of players. The size is definitely a bonus, but these types of players ooze the passion to play the game. They're the first kids on the ice. They're the last ones on. That's the commitment that we're looking for. Connor Roberts fits that bill perfectly.